Hey guys, Type here bringing you a 2v2 today. Playing for today's spawning in the south, we have FTCV playing as the Brits, who has commandos, mobile assault, and tactical support. Teaming up with him is Nedish, playing as US forces, who has recon support, heavy cavalry, and tactical support. Yes, tactical support and tactical support. That's what happens when you let the community name the commander. Can't believe that still. So funny. Anyway, facing offensive in the north, we have Stuve playing as Ostheer. Straight away going for Fortified Armour. And teaming up with him is Kimbo playing as Ostheer, who straight away goes for Spearhead. These two former 2v2 tournament champions. I think that was like a relic run tournament as well. There was some decent cash a few years back. But yeah, they're reunited. Ready to get things going here. In terms of rankings, both these teams around rank 40 to 50. Range 2s. Okay, universal carrier coming out. 3-section UC start. Both players jamming the capture here. Got some pies coming out on the flank, but Grenadier's a bit too weak. The support of UC, this is not going to go terribly well for Kimbo either. Grenadier's taking up their position behind the heavy cover there, looking to stall out for a while. Meanwhile, Rifleman run to the machine gun through the centre.
We have a lieutenant reporting in for duty.
Stuve missing the timing on his third Grenadier here. Quite badly too. MG rotates from the centre up to here. Good reposition there from Nedish. Oh, but the other machine gun catches him as he ducks behind the cover. And now, even with this nice building, he's getting a little bit overwhelmed here. Looks like FTCV bring up the universal carrier to assist, but might be a little bit too late. We sprinkle, doesn't have the upgrade on this yet, so not super potent. It's anti-infantry damage.
A new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Looks like he's going for the Wasp upgrade. Gonna take a Faust here, get quite low in health, but nothing else nearby to finish the job. And we do have a engineering squad on hand for repairs, so not going to slow him down too much there. Axis team trying to push on to the cutoff here, but meeting some stiff resistance. Getting forced off. Got the 50 cal out there, so Nedish only going for 2 rifles, not 3. Perhaps explaining why he's a little bit weaker in the early game, but now with the arrival of the Lieutenant and the 50, turning things around quite nicely. Take it now from Kimbo. Eyes coming through. Gonna go for some wasp action through the trees, maybe? No.
You can now build armored cars.
So, no windows on this side of the building, so... Okay, bit of a weird engagement overall. Do have a pyro squad planting S-mines, so that's what Kimbo's trying to do here. Trying to get them to retreat into these S-mines. And slight blunder, you know, if he came across to this side, could quite handily win this engagement. Oh, but the sweeper squad got there in time. He did have a squad inside the building. Could see these mines going down, so those S-mines not going to work out there for Kimbo. It was a nice idea, but FTCV held on for long enough so that these mines weren't a factor. The Grenadiers now from Kimbo. No straight tick into 222. So his pies on the front lines. Trying to go for a green medkit on the front lines here, but taking some damage from the flames. Did complete the medkit, but not going to get any value out of it. Unfortunately, did get close enough with the Wasp. Takes one Faust. Another Grenadier nearby. Can try finish the job. Squad finally jumps out of the building here. I'm going to stop this chase down. Looks like he got in range for the Faust, but will he lose the Grenadiers on retreat after this? A slightly dicey retreat path over the negative cover. Needs to run and gun with the section though. Ooh, catches the max range. That was very, very lucky for FTCV. Nope.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Stuve up in the north now. Stuve also very late on his tech if he was planning to go for anything. No tech structure down. Did go for a second Pio squad in the meantime. He's trying to sneak behind the 50 but not successful. And they're just going for ambulance now. Quite late though. But we're going to slow the progress. The squad's coming back onto the battlefield. Incendiary rounds activated against the AEC. Has to back out of the area. Both the Ostheer players with their mid bunkers down. Kimbo a little bit strapped for munitions after activating the AP ammo and going for the air spines. So on. Bundle grenade. You see, gonna try and make him pay for this cap. Try and get a bit more bleed going. And here comes the Stuart coming across now as well, arriving a little bit too late maybe to chase in for the wipe, but either way, gonna force Kimbo off the front lines here. Allow these squads to come in and do some capping. Got the bolster equipped on those now. So they're gonna really bully these Grenadiers without any weapon upgrades. So a very tough early game for the double Ostheer team, but they do actually have control of the northern fuel and have quite some time. It feels like the engagements haven't been terribly good for them so far. Tier 2 is down now for Kimbo finally. Stuve also built an anti-tank gun. Got some airdrops coming in for both the allied players. Air resupply and the airdrop combat group. You see you're going to crush all these air spines away. We'll take a little bit of damage from that, but doesn't look like it took too much.
Manufacturing capability has been increased.
Bring that up with the re-echelon and base. The paratroopers coming through.
RE sappers reporting in.
AT gun picked up by FTCV. I thought maybe he might leave the anti-tank gun for Nedish. That way Nedish wouldn't have to upgrade captain at any stage. FTCV can still go for an anti-tank gun from his own tech. He picks it up himself. Also got the mortar. Retreated back to base though, maybe not necessary when it's at 3 models already, but that's alright. Oh wow! Bazooka paratroopers, very rare sight this one. Grenade out, Kimbo kind of running into it a bit there, doesn't take too much damage however. Pack trying to move into position here for Stuve. Pack also coming out for Kimbo into the center.
Our industry grows to support us.
MG reposition, but good. Ducking back out of harm's way. And we see the Royal Engineer Recovery Squad fielded as the second squad of engineers here. And now a mortar pit going down to cover the center. Oh, that could be the end of the AEC pack in position. No. The vehicle wreck's going to block the final shot. AC gets away. And straight away. Oh, that was the British mortar. I was like, what? Where's the mortar kills coming from? It's not from the pits, it's from the M1. So yeah, one of the big assets of paratroopers is that you can build mines with them. This is very, very helpful as US forces. Trying to fake launching a grenade, but he ends up costing him his own Panzer Grenadiers. Sloppy stuff there from Kimbo. See, he was like throwing a grenade, then he cancelled it, and I think he was winding up for it again, trying to fake it out, but all those fake outs cost him his own squad. Activates the medkits, jumps back into the building. Second mortar upgraded on the pit now, so the Allies looking to dig in here. They are a little bit behind on VPs. Stuve has had a pretty strong grip up in the north, but maybe they can start to turn a bit more attention up in that direction now that the centre is so effectively covered. Nice move there from Stuve though, killing the haystacks with his pack, getting rid of the heavy cover. Yeah, just really trying to make use of the camo on those paratroopers. Okay, now getting a mine down, which is a good idea. Well, we do have a sweeper from Stuve. Recon plane up now from Kimbo. Maybe looking for a way in. Does have his AT gun coming down this direction as well. In. Oh boy, that could be the end of the 50. The incendiary round's doing some big damage, and 50 cal gets decrewed. Paratroopers advancing, still doing some good damage. Haven't dropped any models. Grenadiers looking for the Faust, but this could cost them their life. Stuart missing that shot, but the paratroopers still in their retreat path. They're coming in looking for the kill. We've got the recon plane up, possibly providing sight. And the paratroopers run past, missing the wipe on the Grenadiers. Stuart does escape, but Stuve manages to steal away the 50 cal. So yeah, Nedish misplaying that, I would have to say. Oh, but the paratroopers are there with the bazookas. Runs over that mine, but the bazookas retreat. Oh my god, 2 more bazookas, and that was a dead Panzer IV. Oh man, Nedish, that is a big misplay. Panzer IV for Kimbo running amok here. Do have an AT gun coming across from the centre now to try and assist. He's got the AEC there, trying to run away. Oh, but the Panzer IV hits him on the move there. Now coming in. And do some base attacks. The T-gun sets up and connects once. But yeah, AT gun out of position. Kimbo exploiting that, getting a lot of damage done.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Pointing out that AEC as well. But yeah, Nedish should have got the kill on that Panzer IV. Even if it cost him his paras, probably would have been worthwhile there. Especially because it's maybe a slightly harder time when it comes to anti-tank. No anti-tank gun, relying on bazookas. It's to cause a lot more bleed. And now Axis are in a commanding position after all that. Stealing away the 50, getting away with the tank and the Grenadier. Just letting those escape from him. And Kimbo killing the AEC. A lot of things went wrong there for the Allies. Let's see if they can turn things around though. Another 50 cal coming out. Really need some fuel control though. They're at a vulnerable time here. In their tech stage. And the Axis looking to turn up the heat.
A capture point is being overrun. The new company command
Pushing
post
forwards.
is ready.
Oh, there we go. Gets the Grenadier this time. Lieutenant with the bars. Finishing the job. And the Paco getting some pretty decent hits in long range. Stuve this time, actually. The Recon plane running. It is helping them avoid the anti-tank gun and the Piets now from FTCV. Thought he might go for another AT gun, but instead equipping the Piets. And here we go. Big time bazookas connecting. A lot of damage onto the Panzer IV. Suppression on the Paras though. And they bleed a lot of models there. 3 down. Very, very quickly as well. Stuart wants to come back in though. Assist with the fight for the victory points. For some good long range hits there. Also got a fuel cache down from Stuve and now another fuel cache just completed. So making up for that lost time. Don't see this too often. A bit of destroy cover, trying to clear the way, open up the line of sight for the anti-tank gun here. It's full going for some attack rounds, but nice return fire from FTCV and Mortar Pit forcing back the Pios. Another connection there from the AT gun long range. And now a sniper. Maybe the Mortar Pit not quite in range. These units over here. What's the sniper to clear the path? Oh, just in range for a smoke barrage though. iPhone managed to neutralize the center at least, slow down the drain. Pretty much dead even in terms of VPs. Very tight contest in that regard. Kimbo coming in, he's got the Recon plane up. A bit risky though, low in health. The Piets and the AT gun are there. But the infantry section getting shredded by the LMG Grenadiers. Going back in with the Panzer IV now. And a grenade out. Oh, that could be a wipe. Oh, so close. T-gun having trouble with that sight blocker. Kimbo exploiting that, doing a lot of damage. Backing out at a good timing there. Pios nearly going down. Bazookas coming in on the rear, but that machine gun's still in the same position, getting the suppression off. Stuart coming in. Point blank engine shock maybe? I'm not, no. That looks like a misplay then. Trying to run out. Oh, he dropped the MA3 cluster bombs at the back. But good job there from Stuve, dodging away. A little bit of damage on his anti-tank gun, but that's it. And he just didn't retreat with the paratroopers though. Bouncing. A little bit of damage. MG coming back in. There we go, there we go. Half health or so gone now. It's connecting here and there, but a second anti-tank gun coming in now. Second Panzer IV anti-tank gun out the back. Panzer IV looking to overwhelm it here. The anti-tank gun missing, connecting with the wall instead. In some big trouble. No engineers. It does have Vet 1 activating rapid maneuvers, trying to get away to safety here with Kimbo's advancing. Panzer IV's not going to make that easy. Getting the decrew. Got the engineers coming back out, but it's too late. Panzer IVs don't miss any of their shots. And they finish off the decrew weapon there. Good attack there from Kimbo. Otherwise looking to turn things around. Maybe trying to double team the south a bit. Kimbo's got his machine gun in an okay position here. So we've got a lot of hand-down anti-tank. The Piets and the bazookas coming down. Spins around with the machine gun, but the brenned up infantry sections getting some decent hits. And we've got the LMG Grenadiers though arriving in support. Oh my god! Bazooka on the ground. The Pio is actually doing enough damage there. LMG does get decrewed. Kimbo does have the double Pios there and going to be able to pick up that bazooka as well. Oh, but we've got a Sherman here and engine damage on one of the other Panzer IVs. Just needs one more Piet to even bounce and he would get the kill here. No! But the Piets go down too quickly to the double pose, and the Sherman bounces. Incredible luck there for Kimbo. Lieutenant in some trouble. Akawi in disarray. He's backing it in the wrong direction here, just suicidally running it in, and a nasty hit from the Panzer IV. Down it goes. Mortar Pit in some serious trouble here. And the Allies are in deep trouble. We got the Cromwell out. But he doesn't want to dive in quite yet. Taking his time. Okay, looks like the MA3 cluster bombs came down. Decrewed Stuve's pack, but still could kill the mortar pit here. Got another sapper coming in, called in. Cromwell meanwhile has taken another hit. Cromwell coming back in, but the pack is there. Just going to try to stay at long range. Oh, but the pack connects. Cromwell in some trouble. Smoke shell. Oh boy, Panzer IV bouncing that shot. Not that one. He has one Piet firing because he's got the sweeper on that squad as well. He's trying to stay on the rear armor here if he can. Fires off the smoke. Oh, and there we go. Panzer IV goes down. Not ideal, since Kimbo still has another Panzer IV, but at least he trades. Still, the Allies need to get things going here. Mortar Pit did at least survive all that. But they have been struggling the last 5 or so minutes since those German medium tanks have arrived. Picked up the bazooka though, managed to recover that. Got an anti-tank grenade off. A whole bunch of units coming back out onto the front line here. Before getting some good hits in though. Nedish with a tremendous amount of manpower float here. Does manage to recrew the pack howitzer. Just come back in for one more bazooka shot. Misses. So is the Panzer IV though. Oh man, he's so clumped up on the cover. Oh, you could just see that happening. Yeah, that was a bit of a misplay there. Trying to stick around on 2 models like that. Too risky. A trench in the centre though, covering the VP, and that is working out pretty well. That's one thing that the Axis don't have at the moment, is indirect fire. Stuve also has lost his Panzer IV, so looks like he's going to go for the Elephant next, however. It's a little bit of a stall for that. Sherman and Stewart coming down though, catching Kimbo's anti-tank gun. And now the Panzer IV in a very delicate position. There goes the Panzer IV. Good flank here by Nedish. Kimbo is so extended. Caught out just before this arrived. But the Tiger not missing. Taking down the Stewart there. Saving the day. If Kimbo lost his AT gun as well, he would have been in some trouble. Trying to get in range for the snare on the Tiger, but I don't think it will be enough damage to result in an engine critical. But yeah, either way, Kimbo did lose one of his grenadiers, having to rebuild that now. But the Allies really need some long-range anti-tank against this Tiger. Just trying to shoot at it with your bazookas and Piets. Strong frontal armor and 45 range. It's just not going to work out. It'll bleed way too much manpower in the process, so need to do something about that.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Looks like it's going to be a air resupply from FTCV. Just going to crew the weapon, so that's the question. Fuel cache down from Nedish. Okay, that's a good idea. Trying to spin through some of that manpower float. Could also maybe go for a second machine gun. Could be quite handy. Holding on to some territory a bit better. Recruits the second mortar. It's interesting. There's going to be 3 mortars now for FTCV. Oh,
A capture point is under attack.
Sherman coming through the center. Tiger, meanwhile, doing quite a lot of damage. Kimbo getting aggressive again. Does have the sniper there, but maybe with the critical shot could utilize that. T-Gun getting a couple of hits in. Grenadier's coming around the corner here. Spotted by the sniper, though, I think. Going back. Sniper picks a shot. Mortar team on the run. Good connection. Oh, rifle nade, but Sniper gets away safely. But either way, Triple Cap running against the Allies. They're in some trouble here. Showing up in the north. Nedish trying to save for the Jackson, it looks like. Did get a second machine gun finally. Oh, good connection. Oh boy, that could be a green wipe. I've been chasing in. And get it. Nicely done. There we go, Stuve down. More squad. And Stuve getting 2 pieces of armor almost at the same time here. A Panther and an Elephant. That's how dominant the Axis fuel control has been over the last couple of minutes, combined with those 2 caches we made. Gonna have to rebuild maybe one of those Grenadiers. T-Gun here only manned with 2 models. Very susceptible to getting decrewed. Might need to see yet another anti-tank gun from FTCV to try and hold on here. Looks like he's also trying to save for a Firefly though. Tiger trying to get the decrew. Do have the engineers there ready to jump back on the gun if it does get decrewed. Doesn't happen yet though. And wow! Tiger just can't quite finish the job there. Recon plane up again, so seems to be part of their strategy here. Just recon plane after recon plane between these 2 commanders, constantly having sight. We're complaining about the RNG not being able to decrew the 6-pounder there. A lot of units clustered in this area. There's one area where the Allies will fall short. No rocket artillery available to them. So they are making up for that with a whole bunch of mortars at the moment. Nasty hit there from the Tiger. A whole bunch of Piats on the ground. Elephant though. Elephant a little bit exposed. Sherman thinking about coming in, but manages to back away in the nick of time. Some MA3 cluster mines coming in now. No, okay, a little bit of a dodge now. Doesn't really hit too much infantry, just the tanks, and doesn't really do much damage to tanks this large, just slows them down a bit.
Sherman Firefly complete.
Got the bazookas leading the charge, and now we've got the Jackson back there. The Jackson, oh, Elephant missing that shot. Jackson's still healthy. Oh, but the Tiger. So much damage. He's blitzing in, wants to get the wipe maybe. Maybe now turning his attention over to the Jackson. Jackson a little bit late backing away there. Very risky. Ends up going down. Maybe he didn't see that the Elephant missed a shot on him. Maybe he thought he was kind of safe there, but either way that was a bit reckless by Nedish. The Firefly out here now. The Tulip rockets upgraded as well. Missing its first shot though. Engine damage coming through, however. Elephant missing its shot as well. Piats leading the charge. There we go. Firefly finishing the job. And now the Tiger in some trouble. Fires off the smoke. Firefly extremely low. Attack ground attempts there from Kimbo, but don't find their mark. Okay, well that's one thing. At least they managed to get Panther in return for that lost Jackson. Also, it was a nice cut-off move here from Nedish in the north, finally getting some territory. Looks like he's going to drop in yet another squad. Paratrooper. I mean, he's got so much manpower spare still after all this. Could maybe try squeezing another cache. You can build another rear echelon if he finds it too hard, his current squad, to find the time to build the cache. Now a command tank from Stuve, which is a reasonable choice, I think, given how the Axis are playing at the moment. Most of their armour kind of in one area. A lot of units going to benefit from that received damage aura at once. Pretty good against the bazooka squads as well. Maybe not quite as good against the elite bazookas with the extra penetration though. Ooh, nearly getting the wipe there. Allies though with the VP control at the moment, even though they are behind, not draining at the moment. Didn't see. Okay, I don't think he's got the munitions upgrade. Paratroopers yet. Often advancing. Firefly has to be careful. Nedish right around the time for another Jackson though. Trading blows. Sherman coming through the centre. Pack quite far back here from Stuve. Not in position to assist. Taking a hit there. Need to get this AT gun involved. Tiger finally repaired back up. Coming back up to the front lines. Got a Werf route now as well from Kimbo and a Panther coming through, so burning through a lot of his float now. Could maybe still do with a little bit more infantry as well. Another pie for repairs, a little bit more capping power as well. Werf into the centre. Rifleman able to get out of there. Oh boy. And gun crit on that Firefly, gets out of there alive though. Bazookas, bazookas, bazookas. Oh boy, just needs one more. Not going to be in range though. Bit of a misplay there from Nedish. Need to be running forwards while your squad's reloading. Just stay in range for follow-up damage. A lot of bleed here onto the bazooka squads as they advance, but Nedish has plenty of manpower in the bank. So as long as the squads stay alive, not a huge issue for him currently. Second Firefly now for FTCV. And you know, if they're both upgraded with tulip rockets, they can be pretty damn strong against the Axis big boys. Likewise, these Panthers not terribly good against the handheld anti-tank either. They're getting quite aggressive there, going after the Sherman. Nice, down to 105. Axis just under 250. Still got plenty, but the Allies, I mean, look at the turnaround in terms of territory control. The Axis having lost a couple of squads here and there. Captain power just hasn't been there. Stuve going for double grenadiers to restock his infantry. Maybe that can lead to some more territory control. Got another Werf barrage coming in. Oh, Mortar 10 gets destroyed. Bit of damage onto a couple other things. Kimbo getting quite aggressive with the Tiger here. Coming in, gonna get engine damage off. Tiger could be a little bit isolated though. Shield rockets, both connecting, gets the stun off. Tiger very, very slow. Second Firefly coming in, but I think Kimbo can get away here. Got the Vet 3 pack nearby as well. Oh, Fireflies are trying to go in. Kimbo juking around a bit. Firefly's in some trouble. There we go. One of them goes down. A little bit clumsy there from FTCV for extending. Good pack position though from Kimbo. With the Jackson in the south now as well. So it's the Panther. Recon plane up again from Stuve. It's AT gun on almost nothing. Hanging around doing some big damage to this Panther. Panther with no machine gun upgrades. How is that still alive? There it goes now. Firefly almost got in there for the killing blow. Lucky break for Kimbo. Mass bazookas advancing on the Elephant. Powerless against them. But we've got the LMG Grenadiers here now from Stuve. Damage from the elite bazookas though. And allies with the triple cap. Sherman came to the north, shutting down Stuve's capping attempts up there. Axis just unable to get the territory going, even though they're exchanging quite well. Territory control's just not there. 50 cal in the trench. This has been just such a headache for the Axis throughout this match. And for another warfare to try and clear the way a bit more. Sherman though, still alive, 39 kills, been good performer so far. Made 3 cluster bombs into the center. Elephant, oh, good, okay, right on the edge of them, almost taking some damage. Still quite damaged though, low in health. Sherman evading the damage so far. Elephant goes for an attack round missing, and one of the Grenadiers goes down to the Sherman there, good hit from it. 45 kills all of a sudden. Tiger advancing on the Firefly. No connection there. Got the double Werfers. There we go. Annihilating that MG. Tiger coming back in. Finishes off the decrew weapon. Wants to duel against the Firefly. Firefly could fire off the tulips. Attack round. Decides against it with the smoke coming through. We've got a 17 pounder in the center now from FTCV. It should really help with their control of the center. Oh boy, that looks like a suicide mission. Engine damage on the Elephant. Oh, Jackson from the side. Rifleman squad does go down, but we've got the double Zook squads coming down now as well. We've got the Panther up there. Jackson missing a crucial shot. We've got the pack missing as well. Bazooka's connecting. MA3 cluster bombs coming in again, but this time almost no dodge from Stuve. Huge damage. Oh my god, he lost so many models there and one squad. He took down 3 squads. Command tank also extremely low. Maybe a slightly earlier retreat with a healthy one of those paratroopers, but either way, he's got to be pretty happy about that cluster bomb attack. There we go, this 17 pounder getting in for some big damage. Oh, I don't know if that was still in sight or if that was an attack round, but either way, that's a lot of damage onto that Panther. It's going to need repairs. If we're coming through, targeting this general vicinity, but not getting much done overall. Phosphorus coming down, and then the Allies pushing into the center, looking for the cap. VP's almost dead even at this stage. We're getting aggressive with the Panther Tiger combo, going for the cash kill. 17 pounders spun around to this side now. Tiger's ever so slightly out of range of it though. Go for an attack round there with the Firefly. He's kind of baiting Kimbo in. He wants to go in for the Firefly kill, which is kind of backed into a little bit of a corner here. 17 pounder squaring off. No snaring squads nearby for the Firefly. Tries to go for attack round through there, but unsuccessful. Doesn't manage to get through. Blocked the shot. 17 pounder connecting. Firefly coming forwards. Maybe hoping to get one more shot in, but not quite. Stuve with the Recon plane up as well. Kimbo going to take the opportunity to blast away at the 17 pounder, activates the brace.
100 points.
Draining against the axis at the moment. Sherman coming to the south now. Refer targeting the repairs. Oh, and that's a lot of damage. No wipes though, no wipes. And Bazooka's advancing. Kimbo's got his machine gun in a nice position here. Sherman coming in from the side, but that Vet 3 pack is lethal. So much damage onto the Sherman immediately. Oh, misses the killing blow. Unfortunate for Kimbo. Bazooka's coming in from the side as well. Kimbo scrambling. And then the Jackson advancing behind this. Kimbo just doesn't have the infantry to force back these paratroopers while his Tiger's damaged. And can't assist with the anti-infantry duties. Stuve making a dash onto the VP. Gets the neutralized, stops the clock at least. For the moment, Paras are capping on the other one. And all the Axis heavy tanks getting repaired at the moment off the front lines. Refer on to the Bazooka Paras. There's the pin. Stops the cap, no wipe though. Major doing a wee run around. Nedish. Quite a lot of resources in the bank, could squeeze in one more unit. He decruises Jacksons. Currently does have his Sherman decrewed as well. A bit of a recon mission from the Major. Oh, Firefly's coming in from the side. Alpha not in position to assist the Panther here. Firefly's a little bit slow on the chase though. Don't get in there for any further damage. Got another recon plane up from Stuve. Kimbo with just a monumental amount of manpower float, but he's at his pop cap limit here. With the double Werfers. Can't get anything else. Pounder facing up on the center. Werfer barrage. Oh, the riflemen do survive. That was a very close call. Bazooka RE's making a dash for the VP. Drain on the allies at the moment. It's a tight race. Still anyone's game. Axis do have slightly larger armies, but allies do have a pretty good composition at the moment. Shield rockets, oh boy. Oh, only one of them connects, but the Piets, maybe they can finish the job. He smokes out. No, command tank does get away safely. Oh, engine damage. That Panther connecting super long range on the Firefly, resulting in the engine critical. Oh boy, a big assault onto the Tiger here. Coming in from multiple angles. Tiger trying to switch around, but the Jackson comes in on the other flank in the block. But oh, he keeps driving with the Jackson. Now the Panther coming down, but we do have the Bazooka squad there. But some base howitzer fire coming in as well. One of the Jacksons very, very low with engine damage. Panther takes care of that one. A lot of damage onto the tanks, and that's allowing the allies to get the capping going at the moment. Oh boy, this Jackson... Oh no, that was just out of control for such a long time. Clock is stopped. Axis capping in the center.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Bazooka paratroopers trying to come into there. We've got the mortars firing as well. 17 pounder, I think missing a shot on the Elephant there, long range. There we go, connecting now. Elephant extremely low. Bazooka Paras just need... There we go, to finish the job. We've got the Werfer barrage annihilating the paratroopers though. Shield rockets through the gap there, and the 17 pounder. There goes the Panther.
Enemy threatening a
AEC
point.
command vehicle. Going to boost up the rate of fire of all these allied tank destroyers. And now allies going for the cap. They have lost control of this point. 50 cal over here. It doesn't have sight somehow. Still a very, very tight VP race. Plane crash there, dropping a model from the MG, and that actually allows these two to start fighting against each other. We end up section in the trench though, a lethal weapon, and the clock is still stopped. Looks like a rifle grenade forcing away the MG. Bazooka Paris coming in, going to launch a grenade. Dodging away now. Oh, good connection, could get the wipe now. Command tank coming around the corner. Going for a bit of a crush action here, stopping the bazookas from firing while getting pushed around. Trying to go for the cap here, but the MG is stalling out for the moment. Word for barrage, did that wipe out the section in the south? It kind of looks like it.
Ready to set a command vehicle and
So finally the Werfer's starting to accumulate the kills here for Kimbo. It looks like he lost one of his Werfers though. Oh boy, and now the tulip rockets going for the Tiger, combining with the command vehicle. Oh, but the Tiger getting a bit lucky there. A couple bounces and misses. Fire off. Faust? No, the Faust got cancelled. Maybe by the smoke or bugged. Not entirely sure. Either way, no engine damage on either of the Fireflies. Should fire off some smoke there to cover the capture. Unsuccessfully though. Panther coming in, hoping to get the killing blow. Oh, but it's the Fireflies who bite back.
We have lost a Panzer.
The Recon plane was on cooldown earlier.
Where do you want us?
Otherwise he might have got the kill on the Tiger if he could have Recon planed at that stage. Jackson and Sherman, whoopsie daisy, coming back in. Go for an overwhelming assault here. And there we go, command tank goes down, Pack gets decrewed, Panther coming in, but the bazooka parrots are pretty strong. It's that Panther, we've got the 50 cal back there suppressing, Allies getting the capping going again. Unsuccessful for FTCV in the south. And now a Centaur shoot down these Recon planes. Finally, he's able to afford one. This late in the game as well. Jackson and Panther. Smoke from Kimbo. Trying to get a bit of extra damage in there. Recon plane up in the air again. 17 pounder just out of range of these tanks in the center. Recon plane getting shot down super quickly by the Centaur. In fact, he's going for a second Centaur. Might be a little bit low on squads though. Could really do with maybe another engineer to repair some of these tanks up at the moment. 17 pounder missing. Concentrating against the Axis. They're feeling the heat here. Most of their tanks are relatively healthy at the moment though. Kimbo getting a bunker down to cover that VP is a wise choice. Double Firefly still out back. The repairs going on. Centaur holding back the infantry for the moment. Good connection from the 17 pounder though. Might take in some trouble. Oof, good attack round attempt, nearly finding the mark. Referring to the center. Okay, not happening at the moment. 17 pounder going for some attack rounds, hoping to catch some of these Axis tanks. 50 cal holding strong. Good connections now from that 17 pounder on attack round. Tiger very, very low. Clock has stopped though. The Firefly's making an assault in the south while the Tiger's damaged. Clearing out the MG very, very quickly. Got the bunker next. There we go. But no infantry to cap behind this. Here they come now. Panther coming down to the south, but the Recon plane spots it on the rotation. And it's extremely low. One more shot and it'll go down. The tulip rockets finishing the job. The Recon plane from that command vehicle coming in clutch there. Duel in the north. Sherman surviving. Allies on the cap. Axis back on the drain. Allies capping over here again. Looks like Kimbo the stall for the moment. Got the Tiger coming down. He did manage to repair that up. He's also got the reinforcement half-track back here. Point does get neutralized. Pack in some trouble from the brand up infantry section there. Getting decrewed fast, and he's dropped the base howitzer fire. Here comes the Werfen response. Ooh. Just surviving very, very narrowly. But after getting the decrew on that, FTCV feeling a bit more bold. Starting to push in aggressively. Finishing off the decrewed weapon there. There you see command vehicle with the double Fireflies. Maybe they want to finish off the Tiger before the game is over. Grenade in. Good dodge. Tiger coming in. He's desperate. Kimbo hoping he can turn things around here. But the squad just gets annihilated by the double Centaurs. They're capping on all points the Axis, but just wasn't quite enough. And the Allies grind this one out. That was an excellent game. Good back and forth action. Very GG. Well, yeah, it was an interesting one. Nedish just overall floating way too much manpower throughout almost the entire match. A little bit of a shame, but we got to see the bazooka paratroopers performing really well. The Axis not going for any Brumbia, I think part of the reason why they were performing so well, especially Stuve going for the Panther and Elephant combo, meant that he just didn't really have enough to force them off quickly enough in the end there. Fireflies performing well for FTCV. The rocket artillery maybe coming in a tiny bit late for Kimbo. So it did perform decently overall, and I don't know what happened to the second Werfer. Missed that, unfortunately. But yeah, the Allies just able to grind this one out. I don't know how they really did it. They just wiped enough of the Axis squads, I believe. You know, Stuve took that massive loss to the MA3 cluster bombs. And the just constant repairs from the Axis as well. Take a lot of damage from all those Zooks, and then they have to concede a lot of territory control while all their tanks were getting repaired. And the Allies, with superior territory control over that time, turn things around nicely. Well, GG, yeah, that was a really, really good game. So some excellent play all round. Well, anyway, guys, wrap with that. If you like good gameplay cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.